You're now listening to the Z-Listers podcast with Brady, Neil, and AJP.
I'm pretty sure that's what George Washington said. Give me cock or give me death.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Nathan Hale.
Ethan Bradbury.
Yeah. I'm Ethan Bradbury.
Ethan Bradbury.
I don't think my throat's supposed to do that.
Welcome to the Z-Listers podcast. It's your boy AJP. Across from me is the conversational Dan himself.
What are you redoing the intro?
Fine. You want to do it? You do it.
Shit. No, I did it already. That's how it's staying.
Well, I didn't get the levels right, so
God
do it
damn
again.
It. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Z-Listers podcast. I'm Brady Neal, and this is AJP, the MC. What's up, bitches? Can we do that?
That only took like 9 tries for Brady to do the intro.
I think I got it on the first try. To be clear,
if you're listening, you're going to think it's the first try, but when I edit this, I know it's not going to be the first try.
Right. Well, anyway, we're back and we're better than ever.
I hate how the tone switches from when we start recording to when, we're not really recording, you know?
What do you mean?
Like before we're actually recording, we're talking, it's a lot more relaxed.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to be relaxed.
Then
it's going to be relaxed and it's going to be chill. Just shut the fuck up and
then
go with the flow.
Then I say go, and then you...
Yeah. I tense up.
You tense up a little,
Man's
but then...
not tensing up. I'm loosey-goosey.
Well, get a little bit more loosey-goosey.
So I've got 2 resolutions. First of all, I'm going to try to stop saying man's not blank because it's not funny. Second resolution...
Pull that mic a little closer to your face.
Oh, my God. Second resolution, I'm going to try to just not laugh ever. Because I heard my laugh and I fucking hate it.
Why?
I don't know. It just sounds weird.
I like it.
Honestly,
I
hate it. My voice in general.
Yeah.
You know, but that's typical. When you hear your voice recorded, it sounds weird to everybody.
I guess.
Yeah. I guess. I make hit records. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. My voice sounds great. Go fuck yourself.
It took me a while. I mean, I remember when I was 12 and started making music. I mean, I wasn't comfortable with my voice. I'm still not that comfortable with my speaking voice, but...
In this analogy, I'm 12.
Yeah, basically.
I'm 11.
We're starting off rough again.
You guys deserve better. That wasn't funny.
Shut up, Brady. I'm talking.
Okay.
Real quick, I want to say this before we get into things. Thank you for all the support on the first episode. It did a lot better than I thought it was going to do. Mm-hmm. We got viewers around the globe.
Yeah.
Like, we went global with this bitch on the first episode. Like, let me just look, because I'm on SoundCloud right now checking the stats. We got listeners in Canada. We got listeners in the United Kingdom.
Check.
We got listeners in the Republic of Moldova.
Shout out to Moldova. Got a real strong support base in Moldova.
Like, get ready for the live show in Moldova. Like, Brady, go update that passport, because we're international.
I need 3 to 6 months.
Okay. Well, that's okay. We'll get that'll just give the Moldova army of listeners more time to buy tickets.
To the one person from Moldova.
Hey, to the one listener in Moldova.
Tell
we're
all
coming.
your friends about us. We're trying to pop off in
Real
Moldova.
quick though, since now that I know we have people in the United Kingdom listening, I was gonna talk about this like later, just if the conversation got stale.
Right.
Like I was just gonna bring up this fact, but I learned something today.
Wait, hold on. So are you saying the conversation is already stale?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
But it's a fact about Britain. You know, it might even be like all of Europe. But I was just gonna throw this out there. But now that I know that people in the UK are listening, why do they call tic-tac-toe knots and crosses? Why is that a thing?
I don't know.
I read that this morning. I got so uncomfortable. Like
knots and crosses, yeah.
Like that's what I
You want
pictured.
to play a little bit of knots and crosses? Tic-tac paddywhack.
Dude, I was disgusted.
Sorry. I'm really sorry, by the way.
I was disgusted. But like I said, thank you everybody for the support on the first episode. In the last one, I said that I want to launch this bitch into outer space. And we're still in the atmosphere, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
You know? I want this bitch to get more views than the goddamn Zapruder film. Like, that's my goal.
Nice reference.
If you guys don't keep sharing it, I'm not going to do it. But you guys are coming through strong. We got a nice little number of plays, and we're gonna keep it rocking.
You want to say the number?
Well, it's okay. It's okay. Well, you know what? Because when you listen to this in the future, that number's not gonna. It's gonna be more.
You're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe that they were getting so few views now that they're making millions off
exactly.
Of a podcast.
So it's like, it's whatever. I mean, we know, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Did you know that the Zapruder film has a 7.9 on IMDb? Did you know
Does it
that?
have like a cast in it?
I don't know. It might.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna check because I looked it up today just to make sure I spelled it right to make that joke. And
to the people who don't know, the Zapruder film is famous home video that shows the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah.
For those that are out of the
it's
loop.
listed as a short film. I don't know why that's a thing, but there is a cast. Top billed cast, yeah, and it's everyone that was really in it, and then it just says as themselves, which is kind of funny.
Right.
I love that Abraham Zapruder is listed as the director because that's hilarious.
What's JFK's IMDb profile look like?
It's pretty weak. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty weak. After 63, it kind of just. It's kind of just dead, but
oh my god,
come on,
that
was 63, dog. We can make a joke about it. Yeah. So, have you been watching the Olympics?
I certainly have not.
Honestly, I tried. After I said that and we cursed out Michael Phelps and all that, I did feel a little bad.
Right.
So I tried to watch, and
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah,
I saw Shaun White the other day. I like Shaun White.
Shaun White's cool.
He just seems like a nice dude.
Do you ever have like wild thoughts? Not even like inappropriate, but just like think about crazy shit?
Like what?
I was driving actually to the studio the other day, and the car in front of me, a dog stuck its head out the window. Like, you see that all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always see dogs, especially when it's nicer out.
Right.
And I don't want to say I'm big into statistics, but I like to think about possibilities of things. Because let's not even think about the world. Let's just think about America. It's so big that basically anything you can think about has to have happened. Mm-hmm. So I was just driving behind this car with the dog, and I was like, I wonder if a dog's ever been decapitated, like from sticking its head out the window. And I thought about it like my whole way to the studio. And I didn't like that I was thinking that, but I was like, it's had to have happened.
Right.
And then I was thinking about like what I would do if I had a dog in the car and then its head got ripped off as it had its head out the window.
I'd open the door.
You'd open the... But what if it's like this dog was in the back seat?
I don't want the blood getting in my car. I'd open the door.
This dog was in the back seat though.
Okay.
Of the car. And it was
I'd
out
have
the
to
back.
pull over and get it out.
I mean,
like, it's not like when it loses its head, I stop loving it, but like it at a certain point, and that certain point is when immediately after losing its head, at a certain point it becomes an issue of pragmatics.
So
like,
wait,
I don't want blood in my car.
So wait, I said that the dog that I saw was in the back seat out the passenger side.
Right.
So in that case, you said you'd pull over.
Yeah.
But if the dog was in the passenger seat in the front, you wouldn't pull over. You'd just kind of push it out.
Yeah, and then I'd get it out as soon as possible. Then I'd pull over and I'd run backwards to go grab the body, I guess, or stand near it.
What are you gonna? If you don't want blood in your car, why are you gonna go back for the body?
Well, I gotta bury it. You know.
You?
I'll stand there. I'll call animal control and I'll have them come.
Have you ever seen an
up.
animal? Have you ever seen an animal get hit by a car?
I was in the car when we hit a deer once.
Yeah, was it really bad?
We didn't see the deer. I think we did hear the cop like shoot it though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But yeah, we didn't like see the aftermath of it really.
I don't think I was ever in a car when I definitely hit a bird once.
Aw.
And I looked in the rear view and I saw it like spin and hit the ground and I was like, I clipped it.
You know what? I said, I don't fucking feel bad. Go fuck yourself. You have wings. Don't get hit by a car.
I was sad for like 5 minutes, like actually sad, like damn, like I just killed that bird. But then I thought about it and I was like, you have all of up there. Like
I just want a little bit of down here.
I just want the ground. Like just let me have the ground. Like
yeah.
you build your home in trees.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't driving on a tree. I was on the road.
Right.
And
that would be like
I
me,
snapped out of it. Like,
that
right
would be
away,
like
so
me tunneling down 30 feet and getting hit by a car. You know what I mean?
That's why, like, you know, like, I don't not feel bad when people get eaten by sharks, but like, you're in their house. You're in their house. You know?
But like, don't be a dick, you know? Don't be a dick and eat somebody. You eat fish. You don't need a human.
Yeah, but it's like, no.
I don't go out and eat a bear. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, like, I'm trying to think, like, you yourself would never buy caviar. But if you somehow get invited to a party, and it's like, you know, I was never at a party that had caviar, so I don't know how it works. But like, you're at a party and there's like, you know, a caviar bar. That's probably a thing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna not eat it. It's there.
Right.
It's like, wow, this caviar is in my world now. Let me eat it. So the shark is like, wow, like, this human's in my world now. Let me eat it.
I don't even need something as fancy as caviar. You know, if I'm at a party,
I was trying to think of like
if
an
I'm at a
exotic
party
food.
and there's a bowl of Reese's Pieces, I'll eat it.
That's the thing. So if something that you like or something that, you know, you don't get to have a lot comes into your world, it's like, let me just eat it, you know?
You ever had caviar before?
Not real caviar.
What does that mean? There's fake caviar?
Yeah, there's like artificial caviar.
Ew. What is it even made from? That's weird.
I don't know. I know that's a thing though, and I know that's what I had. It wasn't like the
right. I wonder if
maybe
you
it
can
was
buy
like
that like at the store.
Maybe it was like farmed caviar.
Oh right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Which I think is how most caviar comes about. I can't imagine there's divers
There's
like
wild caviar
going underwater to find caviar.
There has to be.
Oh
Then
wait,
why is it
but
so
they don't have to
expensive?
go. Do you get the caviar from inside? Like, is the egg sac inside of them sometimes?
You're talking to the last person that would know about this. I really don't know.
But yeah, I've had caviar before. It was not bad.
I feel like
Did you like it?
It was really salty.
Yeah, it was salty. I had it with like a cracker and some bacon.
We got a wedding?
No, I was at this place in Florida called Burns Steakhouse
They were just handing out caviar?
No, we paid for it. I think they're handing out caviar. No, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's like this expensive steakhouse, and we got like good food and like caviar, and then we went upstairs into the dessert room.
Why do you say it's once in a lifetime? Like,
because it's so fucking expensive.
Do they know who comes in, and if you try to go back a second time, they're like, you've been here. Please go home.
No, my dad's checking account knows that we've been there.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. We actually went to Busch Gardens earlier that day and like rode roller coasters and shit. And then like literally, there's a dress code there, so we changed.
At Busch Gardens?
No, at Burns Steakhouse. So on the way there, we stopped at McDonald's and we changed into like nice clothes in a McDonald's bathroom.
So you brought your nice clothes to Busch Gardens?
Yeah, I guess in the car. Can I just stop this real quick and just say something?
Of course, you don't. Yeah, you don't have to ask me to stop. Yeah, of course.
God save the Queen. Shout out to our British listeners. I'm just trying to bolster our viewership in the UK.
I'm honestly surprised that, like with the SoundCloud Pro that we have, you could see like not only the countries, but you could see like what cities and everything. Like, dude, we got listeners in California, we got listeners in Texas, we got listeners in Florida. Don't expect a live show there though.
Yeah.
Never coming to Florida.
Or in Texas, because all my exes live there.
George Strait, there you go.
Get it?
I was listening to fucking Hank Williams on my drive home today.
I bet you fucking were, you
I
redneck.
I was.
See, I'm from the South, but he's more of a redneck than I am. He likes NASCAR.
Why is that bad?
NASCAR sucks dick, and I will say that loud and proud.
Shut the fuck up.
To all of our viewers who like NASCAR, you can kindly not be viewers.
You pissed off so many people with your wrestling comment. Like, this is how it went, right? I posted the podcast on. And I want to get to something else too.
Okay.
Because this is what I should have opened with.
Okay.
This is going to be a running theme. We're going to start really slow, but then we're going to get into it because, we got to build up. But I shared the podcast. Within an hour, I got 2 texts telling me that they're not my friend anymore because Zelda's not trash. And I was like, no, Zelda is trash.
By the way, I like it now, actually.
Do you like it?
I've started to like it.
Because it's all you've been doing.
The combat is still fucking horseshit.
Takes you 2 hours to text me back because you're playing games.
Yeah.
I'm trying to set up another podcast with a guest. This kid texts me, and then I don't hear from him for 2 hours. I call him twice, and he's like, hey, I'm exploring the land of Zelda. Leave me alone. Like, now, the guest that we're going to have is my friend Tori, and it's going to be a great episode. And I don't mean this like it sounds, but when we get a higher profile guest,
somebody who's not a loser like Tori.
Jesus Christ, dude, she's going to listen and like, dude, you're going to meet her on Monday, and she's going to strangle
She's going to
you.
already hate me.
Yeah, more than she already does.
No, Tori, I'm sure you're a nice lady.
But what I'm saying is when we get a high profile guest, you can't be leaving me hanging like that for hours.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to get back to these people.
Okay, when we were trying to make money moves and get a certain rapper on our podcast.
Well, yeah, you were ready then.
I was communicative.
Because you were with me.
That's not true.
Yes, you were. You were here.
No, but we were texting after I got off work one day. I remember that, and we were talking on the phone and shit. Fuck
that was before you got your Switch.
No, it wasn't.
No?
No.
Oh. Well, fuck you then. Why don't you reply to me now?
Because
You're just making a worst case for yourself.
I was playing.
Anyway, this is what I wanted to say to you.
Okay. You can say anything.
Can I interrupt real quick to say something?
Get on with it.
I love you as my friend.
Back at you.
I love you as my co-host.
Back at you.
And what I'm about to say is way out there. So before you go crazy and reply, I need you to let me finish.
Okay. Okay, Kanye.
Of the two of us, you're the ISIS of this group.
What does that mean?
What's wrong with your ears?
I think I just went deaf in one ear.
You okay? Do you need medical attention?
What the fuck?
Do you need
I have
me
like earwax in my ear or something.
Do you need me to pause so you can... He's snapping in his ears to see what ear he's deaf in.
That's so weird.
Did you not like what I said so much that you went deaf?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm the ISIS of this
you're
group.
the ISIS of this group, and I'm going to explain.
Are you Al-Qaeda?
No, I'm America.
Okay.
The thing is, I already knew that behind the scenes, off air, I'm going to be doing a lot of the work.
Right.
I made the logo. I made the music.
Not to pat yourself on the back or anything.
No, not at all. But I would like some help when we're doing this. Like I sent, we had a bunch of different versions of the intro, and I emailed you specifically saying, give me feedback. You text me back and said, it good. I was like I wanted like constructive criticism, Right. You're just like, it good.
It good. I told you which one was my favorite.
You didn't, though.
I even fought you on one of them.
You fought me on one of them, but then I did like 2 or 3 more, and then each one that I sent, you're just like, it's good. Like you literally were no help at all. But
you know why? I think I was playing 2K.
You probably were playing video games. But I already knew that you weren't really going to share it. You weren't going to do much promotion.
I'll share it. Fuck you. I'll share it just to show you.
But let me finish. I already knew that you weren't really going to do much promotion. I mean, you were going to maybe tweet about it or post it on your Instagram. But I did ask you one specific thing. Do you remember what I asked you to do?
No.
This is what I mean. I asked you because I know you're not big on Reddit, but you use Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
I never use Reddit. I know about it, but I never use it.
Right.
So I asked you to find a subreddit to post. And, because there has to be a subreddit for, like, upcoming podcasts.
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
You got to remind me if you want it done.
This is why you're the ISIS of this group, because you're just taking credit for things you didn't really do. And that's what ISIS does.
Right.
Anytime something happens, they're the first ones out there like, hey, we did that. But you didn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I don't not love you, but...
You just haven't reminded me.
Contribute.
Right, you haven't reminded me.
Contribute.
Okay.
And also, I mean, if you disagree with that, I can take it a step further. On air...
Let's do it.
On air, when things are going great, you usually end up killing it. So you're also ISIS on air, too. More off air, but...
Right.
You're Brady, a.k.a. the conversational dam.
Kind of hurt my feelings here.
Listen, it's 20.
You know what? Fuck you. Okay? Because some of our greatest tangents on this podcast have been a result of me. You remember Walmart? I did that. I was Walmart. Okay?
That was a 20-minute story about you getting a watch battery.
Yeah, and it was delightful.
For who?
For me and all the listeners. Shout out to Moldova. Okay?
You think that's their favorite episode?
Moldova, comment on the next episode and let us know if you liked the Walmart tangent. Okay, Moldova? That's his name. Or her name. 2018, don't want to assume genders. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I do plenty.
But like what?
Just me being here and being as amazing as I am is enough.
The last 2 times you were on time, so you think you're
and you were late.
Jesus.
So it's role reversals, bitch.
I live farther than you.
Okay.
And I was sleeping. I didn't wake up until 4:30.
Okay. You were sleeping.
I was.
Fucking it's the middle of the day. Don't be asleep.
Here's the thing,
When
though.
you're a baby, why are you asleep?
Here's the thing. I don't wake up at 2 o'clock. Okay, I'm up at 6 or 7 every day.
Right.
What time you wake up?
Whenever the mood
strikes. Whenever the moon, what?
Mood.
Oh.
You idiot.
I think I'm going deaf in one of my ears.
I really do. Can I
Do you want to pause?
Can I clean this out?
Do you want to pause and take a break?
I'm so sorry to talk about my earwax. Yeah.
So what was wrong with your ear?
I don't know. There was just some fluid buildup in there. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Is this a normal thing or?
No.
Just happened?
That's why it was strange. I don't normally just go deaf in one ear.
I don't know.
Weirdo.
I'm not your physician.
You're right. You're not my physician, which is why I don't appreciate you constantly pestering me to give me a fucking rectal exam.
I'm offering it for free. I'm not even asking if you have medical. I'll just do it for you. You know?
Right.
Again, you took about 97 minutes in the bathroom.
Yeah, I know.
But this time I'll give you a break because your ear was bleeding or whatever was happening. So what else has been going on in your life besides work and fucking video games?
Think you just checked all the boxes.
I only hit 2.
I've been snacking.
What does that even mean?
You know, the other day I went to... Oh, okay, so here, this is fun. The other day I went to the store.
I'm going to start paying for you to just do stuff so you have something to talk about when you get here. Because literally every week I'm the one writing the topics down. That's why you're the ISIS of this podcast.
Well, that's why I'm going to get back on Tinder, so I have conversation starters. You know how inept I am when it comes to dates and stuff?
You're the one that complains all the time about not getting matches and not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
So how the fuck is you being on Tinder going to change anything?
Because I'm going to up my game.
Are you? Are you going to buy Tinder Gold?
No, you're going to buy Tinder Gold. Your mom's going to buy Tinder Gold.
Tell me a story.
Okay, so the other day I just decided to randomly treat myself. So for me,
I saw this on Snapchat.
For me, treating myself is literally buying treats for myself. So I decided I got off of work. It was 12 at night, and I went to ShopRite, and I bought Reese's Pieces, Butterfinger Pieces, and Haribo raspberries, which are my favorite candies, and I still have the other 2. I only ate the raspberries so far. I've got the Reese's Pieces and the Butterfingers Pieces left because I'm saving them. Because tonight I'm going to go out and drink hard, and I thought it would be really funny and also really enjoyable for myself if I just brought candy while I'm drunk. How funny would that be if you go out bar hopping with some friends, right? And you're all smashed and having a good time, and one friend just pulls out Reese's Pieces from his pockets. You'd be like, this guy's a maniac.
When I was on a date Wednesday, we were talking about something similar.
Right.
She went out to a college party once and brought fucking DiGiorno with her because she knew that there wasn't going to be food there.
See, that's my kind of gal.
Yeah. I was like, okay. I can appreciate that.
And you know what? Her friends were probably giggling up a storm because that's funny. That's a funny thing to do. So
it's a smart thing to do, really.
I'm saving some snackies for myself tonight. You think if I go out to a club, we're going to a club because this girl, it's her birthday, and she's never been to a club before.
Overrated.
Yeah.
What, in Brunswick?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
You know whose birthday it is? Do you remember if we gave her a fake name or not?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, it's Celeste.
You know what else
Celeste
you do too?
Cunningham.
You know what else you do? And I listened a couple times to the first episode, and I'm thinking 2 things right now. One is what I'm going to tell you, and 2, We might have been too good the first episode.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We set the bar too high.
I think we did. My life motto was undersell, over deliver.
Right. Same here.
And I think we flipped the script last week because we had a good episode.
You know what my motto is?
Tell me.
It's undersell and also underdeliver.
What I learned, besides you saying when I talk, you just go, right?
Yeah.
You just did it.
I'm trying to get you to know that I'm listening. What, do you want dead silence when I listen?
I just looked at you the whole time. I didn't say a word when you were talking about all the treats you bought yourself and what you're going to do. I just looked at you and let you know that I'm here. You know what I mean?
Maybe we could hold hands and then...
We tried that last time. We sit too far apart. When Tori's here, we could sit next to each other and hold. Dude, we should do that.
Okay, yeah.
She's gonna hear that, but we'll set it up so that we're next to each other, and then me and you just sit down and we just hold hands like it's totally normal.
Right.
All right? And be like, this is how we record. But last time I was talking about, I mentioned like a girl for a second, and anybody I say, you just feel the need to give them a fake name.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. Because
But
I'm going to
I
have
do.
to come in with a goddamn...
Oh, but I do.
I'm going to have to come in with a goddamn Microsoft Excel sheet of all the people and their names.
I was thinking we should actually do that.
I
Because
hope
we
you're not
already
being
have Jack
serious.
and... No, I am serious.
It's not that...
It would be funny.
For you,
Yes.
I'm not trying to
Listen.
I'm not trying to do homework to come and record this podcast.
Here's the thing, folks. I'm in this for me,
Why
okay?
Why are you Bugs Bunny every time you address the audience?
Because I say folks.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, y'all. I'm in
He's
this
from
for
the
me.
South, but he's more of a redneck than I am. Don't say you're from the South. You lived in Georgia for 2 years.
Shut the fuck up. You
not-
put some respect on my name.
I'm
I
not
was
putting
born
no
in South Carolina. I lived in Georgia till I was fucking 10.
You're not from the South.
That's 10 years of my life. I've only lived 21 of them.
Yeah, and the other 11, you're a goddamn Yankee. So shut
Yeah,
up.
okay.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
I
Anyway.
lived in
Anyway.
Albany. I lived in Chattanooga. Shut the fuck up, dude.
I'm kicking him right now. I want you guys to think this podcast is
I'll
funny.
attack you.
But at the end of the day, if I say something funny and it's only funny to me, I don't give a shit because I made myself giggle. So fuck you.
I told you last time we don't do this for anybody but ourselves, but you make yourself laugh a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
Like I forget,
worry about
you
that.
said something in the last one. I forget what you said, and there was a long pause, and then you just like died of laughter. It was a little bit alarming.
Right. Well, anyway, so I bought those snackies for myself. Hopefully I'll enjoy them drunkenly tonight. And then the other night I treated myself again. I went to Walmart. First I went to 7-Eleven to buy some Ben & Jerry's. I don't know why. Also, important backstory, I was already eating ice cream, and then I was like, I need more ice cream.
That's the snap that I saw. You were like going through the freezer at 7-Eleven for ice cream.
So I went to 7-Eleven.
I was in 7-Eleven the other day, and a girl bought like 5 boxes of tampons.
Wow.
Which is like 2 things there. Little bit overkill, I would think.
Maybe she's got a heavy flow.
Oh, okay. Let's say she did. Why would 7-Eleven be your first place to go?
Maybe she lives right next door and it's the most convenient option.
Maybe.
Can I get to my story now?
Yeah, I just had to say that.
Okay.
Don't act like you never interrupt me with bullshit. Don't act like you don't interrupt me all the time with bullshit. Talking about what your favorite pen is to buy to take orders with you.
The
waiter
Pilot
bitch.
Precise V5 RT, in case you missed the
So
earlier
if I
episode.
interject, don't.
Anyway, Adam, please. Okay. So anyway, so I get to 7-Eleven. These motherfuckers have the absolute gall. They have the nerve to charge $6 for a fucking pint of Ben & Jerry's.
That's why you don't go to 7-Eleven for that stuff.
Yeah,
That woman probably paid $92 for 5 boxes of tampons.
I discovered that I was being a bit of a tit going there for Ben & Jerry's, okay? I'm trying to use lingo that the UK people will understand. I was being a bit of a tit.
We're trying to appeal to everybody on this bitch.
So they
I might have paid $20 for a case of water one time at a 7-Eleven.
That's crazy.
I was like 10 years old,
I would
so
just be thirsty.
I didn't really know. My grandma sent me in to get water, and sometimes I think about this, but she sent me in to get water once.
Right.
It might have been a Krauser's, not a 7-Eleven, but same thing. And I put it on the counter, and then I had the money in my hand, and the guy took it, and he was like, "Thank you."
Right.
And I was just like, "Okay." I'm 10 years old. I don't know the price of things. And she's like, "Where's the change?" And I was just like, it was $20. I don't know how much a case of water goes for.
Right. So anyway.
So you went and spent too much money on ice cream.
There's a fucking point to this story.
What is it?
There's really not. So they have the nerve to charge $6, which for our UK listeners is the equivalent of about £7 sterling. I don't know if that's true or not.
I should have never told you that we had listeners in the UK. 'Cause
I don't know what it is in Moldovan wooden coins.
that's so disrespectful.
I bet you guys use paper and metal like everybody else. That was just a little.
Every time I go to 7-Eleven for a Red Bull, they're 2 for $5, and they always say 2 for $5. You want the other one?
Right.
So now I go and I put it on the counter. And I say, I know, I only want one, before they can even say anything.
Well, anyway, I ended up at Walmart and I bought Ben and Jerry's there.
You probably spend more on gas.
Nah, I hated when people say that. I drove like 5 miles. Calm down.
Which Walmart did you go to?
The one in Manville. Where else? What am I gonna go all the way out to Branchburg, like 30 miles away?
It's closing.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Is that the one? So you went to Manville for the watch battery?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of places closing, can I tell you a funny story? This one, let me just say, I know that last story was fucking shit. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. There's a good chance I'm going to cut it out.
Okay, good.
Because
I support that.
The thing is, like,
but then we'll miss the being a bit of a tit thing.
It's okay.
Aw.
I'm totally okay.
It's so, the way you said that is so funny because it's so like dismissive. Like, oh, Brady, just so you know, that wasn't as funny as you thought. It's okay.
You just said, I don't care. At the end of the day, I'd make myself laugh.
Right.
So,
so the other day I was working and I had this.
Wait, I was talking.
Oh, well,
I didn't get to finish.
I think I was actually talking first, but okay, I'll cede.
I didn't get to
you.
finish.
I'll cede.
If you, the listeners will let us know, but there's sometimes where I'll cut things out and try to make it still sound like it's a flow, like it's a normal conversation, because the last time I went off for like 20 minutes on how to fix all the problems at the Olympics.
Right.
When I was editing. Oh, fuck you. Don't look at me like that. You look like a sad librarian. Okay? But, yeah, so sometimes we might, some of these episodes might be like 2 hours, 2:15. But when you guys actually hear it in Moldova or in Britain or in Canada.
In Moldova, where they use paper and metal like everybody else.
Yeah, they don't use wooden coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're going to try to keep these episodes like about 1:30 around there, maybe like an hour, some of them, but.
Right.
So go on now.
Okay, thank you.
Talking about places
closing. Thank you for finally letting me finish.
I feel like I have to interrupt you just like I just did and like I've been doing because you take this to places that nobody really wants to go to.
Okay, well, I feel like fucking Jack with his sensitivity problems in the sack because I'm finally getting to finish.
Yeah, you got to add some context.
It's almost funnier if we don't. Though.
Okay.
Our friend, my friend Jack.
Yeah, don't.
AJ's enemy Jack.
He's not my enemy. I don't care for him.
Right.
He's like caviar. I tried it. I don't really like it.
Yeah. He brags all the time.
That sounded gay. I didn't try him like that. I didn't taste them.
Right. Jack brags all the time about his fucking abilities in bed, how he has like an 8-inch dick and how he lasts for 30 minutes. And he does the typical thing where he's like, oh, it's really more of a curse than a gift, like, oh my God, it's so hard. Like, you have no idea. Go fuck yourself.
He
you know
claims
what I
to
would
have
give
a
for that?
sensitivity issue, so he's like, I don't even really like it. It takes me forever.
I'm over here with my fucking S7 Edge dick and fucking, I last about 10 seconds.
Dog, I'm peeking over the top of an iPhone 7 Plus.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm good. Depending on the time of day, I'm good for about 7 minutes.
But
that's
respectable.
That's start to finish, though.
Right.
That's from like the first kiss.
That's accounting for when you throw it in soft.
Throw it in half hard. But I'm talking For me, sex is the first kiss to when like she leaves. So 7 minutes is a long time.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then I last about 20 minutes. Okay. So now I don't have to feel bad.
Yeah, no. Sex doesn't start when you put it in.
Right.
You know.
Right. Anyway.
If I really wanted to, I would say sex would start when she pulls in the driveway.
Because you're like rapidly pumping your dick as you see her engage the handbrake. Okay.
Who puts the handbrake on to park in a driveway unless it's in San Francisco?
I do.
Why?
I don't know.
Is your handbrake on outside right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyway, can I get to my fucking story now?
If you must.
Okay, so last week I had this table. It was like 2 kids and their parents, and the parents were pretty cool. And at some point through the meal, they were like, do you know what happened to Buffalo Wild Wings? And I was like, well, what do you mean? And they're like, oh, it's closing. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, it's closing. Do you know anything about that? And I was like, the one right over here in Bridgewater? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know it was closing. I was there like 2 weeks ago. That's weird. I drive by, I think it was yesterday on the way to work. I drive by, there's a fucking big ass banner out front that says close for remodel. Hey, are you fucking illiterate, you morons? Don't come asking me, confusing me, and disarraying my day. I just invented a word. And fucking ask me why it's closing. Read the sign! You know?
Maybe they didn't see the word remodeling and just thought it said closed for reasons.
Oh, okay.
But no, yeah, that's something.
I just thought it was kind of funny.
No, that's something.
That's something.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than you sitting there saying nothing, but,
Yeah.
you know, we're working on it.
Right. I mean, not right.
You should just
Silence.
You should just start lying to customers. Just start lying.
Like, give me an example.
Like in that situation, right? Like they're talking about another restaurant at your restaurant.
Right.
You should have been like, oh yeah, like they have bed bugs. Like you should be doing everything you can. You should be doing bed bugs was bad. Like
That's
why would they be
really funny.
Why would they be at a restaurant? But like you say like roaches.
You
know, do whatever you can. Like honestly, like you got to think of yourself as the Krusty Krab, and everyone around you is the chum bucket. You need, you want the business for yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They have bed bugs.
Yeah, just any place.
There was a big pubic lice outbreak at Buffalo Wild Wings. I think that's.
Are you trained to be like? Are you trained to like ask them? Oh, is this your first time here? Like.
Yeah,
you have to do that.
You're supposed to do it. Nobody fucking does that.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should start doing it, right? And say, because I've been to a bunch of restaurants where they do it. Oh, have you ever been here? And then like when you say yeah, they're like, welcome back. You should do that. And then when they say yes, be like, oh, like when was the last time you were here? And then like, whatever they say. And then be like, well, where the fuck have you been going? Like get like a little bit mean. Like say it nice, but say like, that's like something really fun to do. Like say mean things, but say it nicely. Because it confuses the shit out of people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it sounds nice, but it's really not, like it messes up their brain. They don't know how to process it.
Yeah, next time somebody comes in and they like order something really light, like a side Caesar salad, and like they both order like small salads, I'll just go, oh, that sounds filling.
Yeah, just be
that'll be great for my check average.
Yeah.
Thanks.
See, if you shit talk other restaurants and other places, that's not going to make them feel weird.
Yeah.
But if you shit talk them, it's like, you're not going to have a job.
Yeah.
But has anyone ever complained about something crazy yet?
No, I fucked up orders before, but like it's been rectified.
When I was out on Wednesday, the girl got a water, and she was like, "Oh, this tastes funny. Taste this." So I tried it, and I was like, "It tastes like."
A phrase you've heard many times before. By the way.
What?
This tastes funny. Taste this.
No, it's usually me looking up at her and saying, "This tastes funny. Taste this." But
oh God, I hope your uncle listens to this.
I hope my whole family listens to this. I don't give a shit. But I I tried it, and I was like, yeah, it tastes like the faucet. What do you want me to say? She's like, what does that mean? I was like, it's never been like 3 a.m. and you wake up and stumble to the bathroom and just put your mouth under the faucet? Like, you've never done that?
Who does that?
Dude, how many times, like, you're fucking water bottle king over there.
Yep.
But, like, you never, like, have a, like, you wake up and you don't have a single water bottle that's actually full or half full.
Go downstairs.
No, see, I don't got time for that. I just put my mouth under the faucet and...
Right.
I'm not sitting there for 5 minutes chugging just to wet my whistle.
See, I got germ issues, so I don't want to drink out of the fucking faucet.
Goddamn Howie Man, whatever.
Howard,
You're that bald guy.
yeah. Hey, I don't want to hear that, all right? People, I get enough of that.
You just pointed at me with your foot. Oh, my God, dude.
Everybody tells me I'm going to go bald because my grandfather's bald.
Yeah, you probably will go
I have
bald.
a scar on the back of my head, and some of my friends like to tease me relentlessly and say that it's a bald spot.
You should have never told me that.
God damn it.
Let me see it.
You might not be able to see it. Hold on. There might be some dead air.
It's not dead air. You're coming over here to me. Where is it?
Somewhere on the back.
It's too dark in here. That's okay. I don't really care that much, honestly.
Me neither.
You think you're going to go
I
bald?
hope not. I mean, look at it now.
I
It's
hope you
thick
do.
and lustrous. Go fuck yourself.
You got
You just want me to be on your level.
I choose
Cue ball.
Yo, that should be my... Dude, I blew it with my rap name. Not really, but there's so many cooler names out there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Cue Ball would be such a cool
like
name.
like a little Windex.
Little Windex. I got a problem, though, like, Rich Chigga.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit that pisses me off.
It's a dumb name.
Well, no, not only is it a dumb name, but now you know what he changed it to, right? Now it's Rich Brian.
Yeah.
And he's going to use that until people know that, and then he's just going to go by Brian.
Right.
Come on, dude. Come on. Like, take this shit serious.
Mm-hmm.
Don't start off with a stupid name, like, you know, just to get some buzz, and then once you actually get up there, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I heard word around town is a local rapper from around here got a big deal.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, he was posting on Instagram. He's like, I got $1 million in my bank account. If you a single mom, I'm here to help you.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He was like reaching into a shopping bag and like sprinkling money on the floor. Which, here's the thing though. I don't know. It sounds like you haven't seen the video.
No, I don't follow him.
Okay. That is so funny. That's such a funny, like, glossed over detail that you don't follow him.
Why?
I don't know. That seems really petty. Like,
why would I follow him?
I don't know. He's a fellow local rapper. It seems like you would follow him.
I mean,
it seems like, if anything, for the politics of it, you'd follow him. But whatever.
No,
I think it's
I keep
funny
as
that
much
you don't follow him.
corn out of my diet as I can, and he is a cornball.
Well, anyway, he was reaching into like this big shopping bag and pulling out bills. I don't remember what bills they were, but he was just sprinkling them on the floor while saying like, first rapper out of Somerville to make it big, like all this shit. But it was funny because like something that nobody was really commenting on is that he's reaching into the bag and he's like looking into the bag, which like if you've got a bag full of
if you know what's in the if you know what's in the bag, you don't have to look in the bag.
You would just blindly reach in and throw shit.
Like,
But
is that also his bag where he keeps mouse traps?
Definitely.
Because, like, why are you looking? That, you know, like,
definitely. He definitely had like some McDonald's in there and like some clothes in there, some shit. Like, he definitely had other shit in there because he was like, I don't want to pull out a Big Mac and I'm not trying to flex that hard, you know.
Let me break down two things. I'll tell you one place he went wrong. You should never have more than $250K in one bank account.
Yeah, why?
Because the FDIC only
right.
insures it up to $250.
Yeah. Not trying to have some Great Depression shit happen to you again.
The thing is, and I could be wrong, but I feel like if you got more than that in there and something happens, the bank can just be like, well, you're only insured $250.
That's why I bury all my money in the backyard.
I'm not saying go that extreme with it, but what I'm saying is, if you got $1 million, how hard is it to have 4 accounts?
Right.
I got 2. What's 2 more? That's number one. Number 2, when you see these people get record deals, like that 69 guy with the rainbow dreads.
Yeah.
He got 7.5 mil. You really don't get 7.5 mil.
Yeah.
It either works one of two ways. You either get it almost as a loan against yourself, or they like give you part of it, and then you got to make back what they invested in you. You know what I mean? Like, record deals don't work like they used to. That's why Kodak Black has 19 albums out. But yeah, I didn't know if it was true.
Free Kodak.
Is he? No, is he still locked up?
Oh, I don't know.
Kodak
He should
Black's-
be. Didn't
Little
he
Pump
like
got arrested.
fucking beat the shit out of somebody or something?
Little Pump got arrested.
Lil Pump.
Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
Lil
Gucci,
Pump. Oh,
yeah.
yo, oh my God. I saw that shit on Reddit this morning.
He got
Because
arrested.
of course I did. Yeah, he was like in...
I didn't read. All I saw was he got arrested.
It was just funny because it said like he was arrested and the police didn't know that his mother was upstairs or something, and like that could be completely wrong, but it was also like he was reprimanded and put in juvenile detention. Like, it's just so funny that like usually when you hear rappers getting arrested and shit, it's like some hard shit.
Oh
like,
yeah, and it's like his mom was upstairs and now he's in juvie.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend Vinny this morning, and
Ooh, used a real name. Wow.
yeah, he's the homie, and I realized why I don't like some of these young rappers, local and like big name guys. Not really because I don't like their music. They just make me very nervous. They make me very nervous and very uncomfortable.
Why?
Did you see Lil Uzi at the Grammys?
No.
Must
have missed that.
He's being interviewed, and the lady interviewing him was like, how do you feel about this? And he's like, well, no matter what happens, I'm going to go home and wake up tomorrow and eat a Pop-Tart. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yo, that's real, though.
Everyone's trying to have a moment and go viral with, like, a little clip. And, like, you have to crack your goddamn fingers right near the mic.
Can you hear it?
Yes, I can see them on the screen.
I want to say I was considerate enough to move my hands as far away as possible.
Yeah, but each time you cracked it, I could see a little tiny clip in the audio.
Well, now that you pointed it out, they'll know.
I'm leaving it in. I'm not going to edit it out.
I hope you do. They should hear that.
But
that's a real human experience.
I just, I hope somebody does a study on hair dye, because I really think that that's going to lead, like right now in the NFL, they're worried about, concussions because there's not a lot of research on it, so they're doing that.
Right.
I really hope that somebody with the music industry does some sort of study between a correlation of like brain damage and hair dye, because I feel like that's a real thing.
Right.
And maybe you can get cancer in your head or something.
Maybe.
I watched a video the other day on YouTube about a guy about how bad energy drinks are.
Yeah.
Because I've been going,
Yeah, you just now starting to get concerned?
Well, no, I'm not. And this is why. So they were talking about this bodybuilder, right? And what ended up happening to him was he got cancer and then died. Mm-hmm. And, that he was only drinking energy drinks for about 2 or 3 years. And I was like, wow, this guy had to have been drinking like 12 a day. He had 2 a day for like 2 years.
Right.
Light work. Like.
Well, here's the thing. You couldn't even necessarily prove that was caused by the Red Bull. Like, that seems so random. I bet he also started doing yoga at around this. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. And
doing yoga.
I've brought this up to other people, and I get what you're saying. But there's an ingredient in it, and I actually have a can with me because why don't I? Niacin. Mm-hmm. I have 140% of it in this 12 ounce.
And a lot of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think that's what's bad. I wasn't listening for like scientific knowledge. I was listening because I wanted to know like how much was killing these people. But then and he wasn't the only subject of the video. There were other people, and I was just like, come on, like, if any doctors want to study me, I'm not saying you got to throw me $1 million like I'm a Somerville rapper. Right. But I'm just saying, just give me a supply of Red Bull and I'll keep drinking it for you, and we'll do a study, because your boy's probably had at least one every day for, God, 8 years.
Oh my God.
At least.
Almost as long as you've been making hit records.
Almost, because when you get into the record game, it gets stressful.
Yeah.
You need a Red Bull.
You know why you need that Red Bull?
Why?
Man's got to stay woke.
Too many people are woke. You know what happens if you're up for 24 hours? You're clinically insane.
Mm-hmm. I've heard you'll start like seeing stuff.
I think that's like 2 days or 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Too many people are too woke.
Right.
Take a nap.
Right.
Take a nap.
Sometimes you gotta sleep. Like stay woke, but like also rest is important.
Here's the thing. You know, they say like, oh, especially like about relationships, right? Like, oh, you got to get somebody who's woke, who's, you know, like all that. How can I have dreams with somebody if they're woke?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You know, I have
Daydreams.
dreams. I have dreams.
Gotcha.
You got me with daydreams a little bit, but that's another fucking joke you didn't laugh hard enough about. And I almost just threw my hat at you, little bitch. I'm very upset last week that you didn't laugh that hard about my electronics joke, man.
Oh yeah, Sharp.
Yeah, dude. I think
I
just
giggled.
you made me look like an idiot.
I
And
think
you
I giggled.
Like this one.
You
wasn't-
make me look like an idiot all the time because I'm saying shit all the time and you're not laughing.
It's not hard to do.
Fuck you.
It's like right there. You set it up.
Can we go back to the rapper thing though? The money in the bag.
Of course.
This has always been something that annoys me when people are like stunning on fucking Instagram and shit and like making it rain bills and shit. Like that's not impressive. You know, like if you had, let's say, $3,000 in your bank account, you could pull out like a big ass band of like, you know what I mean? Like you could get 300 $10 bills and make it rain $10 bills. Like that's not impressive. When you see these rappers flexing and they're like making it rain, that's probably all the money they have to their name. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I'm glad we're doing this podcast because it's one way to show, like, you can't hide anything on this podcast. For me to put on an act and do this every week is just it's too, you know, I don't have that type of energy.
Right.
I drink a lot of energy drinks, but I don't have that type of energy. And I'm glad that we started this because, like, look at me. I'm dressed like a goddamn hobo. But the reason I say that is because I agree with what you're saying. So,
say it.
What do you think I'm going to say?
It sounds like you're ramping up to like confess that you've done this before.
No.
Aw, man.
But in my songs, like my first song I ever did, I was like 12, and one of the lines was $100,000 worth of ice around my neck. Like I recorded this
Which you
shit.
have never had.
I don't like what?
Yeah,
and it's
you
like,
shop at the fine jewelry section in Walmart. You do not have $100,000 on your neck, unless you shoplifted like pallets worth of jewelry.
And like I was talking about cars I never drove, or couldn't even drive.
Right.
Not that I never drove, that I couldn't even drive. I was 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's okay when you're first starting, but if you're still talking about that shit, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Like I was just talking to a kid the other day because I saw him post about a certain rapper from New Jersey.
Right.
And he's like, oh, shout out to my boy. He just dropped like an EP. And I was like, yo, like, you know him? And he's like, oh, no, I just follow him. I was like, dude, well, let me tell you, I know him. And like, he makes his parents like call their friends to get cars for videos so he could have like 6 BMWs in the video.
Right.
It's like, now and that's, the cars are one thing because there's a really fine line between how you do it. Right? Like, if, like, Mac Miller had that Missed Calls video, and he's in a, I forget the type of car, but it's like an older car. And I did a video a while ago, and I had an older car in it. And,
like a nice older car?
Oh, yeah. It was what was the one that I had? It might have been a Corvette, like a 63 Corvette.
Oof.
And it was all white. It was nice. It was my grandpa's friend's car. The song wasn't about cars, but I just wanted to have it in the video because I thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
If you're doing like that, or you're like driving it, or shit like that, like that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, you know Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay, he had a song. I forget. And there's like a
Speaking of lame ass names,
Kyle.
the dude goes
Actually,
by Kyle.
Super Duper Kyle, actually.
Oh, really?
That's his full name, and then his DJ is Super Duper Brick. But I digress.
Right.
He has a video where there's like an old, I think it's a Challenger, and it's like matte black. It's really nice. But the song is not about cars. What I'm saying is there's a way to showcase cars in a video without, you know, trying to flex on people.
Yeah. I don't like flexing in general.
Sometimes you have to.
You look stupid.
Sometimes you have to.
If you're making it rain hundreds, like you look like an idiot.
This is gonna be a question.
Okay.
Boom gang.
I don't know how to answer that question because I don't know what it means.
Do you know who that is though?
I think so. Is that the guy that
he has all the tattoos on his face?
Yeah, he like steals stuff on video.
Yeah. He got kicked off a plane. And he's in the airport, and not even in the airport like past TSA because they took him off the plane. So he's like at the airport like when you first walk in, and he's like just screaming on video and throwing money.
Right.
He's like, "You're gonna kick me off the fucking plane?" He's like, "I got money," and he pulls it out of a bag, of course, and he's just throwing money around, and there's just families just in the airport. Like, you look stupid, like.
I just want to say, like, if you're making it rain bills in the club, or especially not in the club, if you're making it rain at the airport, you look dumb. Like, it's one thing to brag about like performing somewhere. Like, if you're a rapper and you like sell out Madison Square Garden, that's really cool and you should be proud of that. But like, if you have a bunch of money, who the fuck cares that you got a bag full of money, you fucking dork?
First of all, it's not even smart to have money on you.
Yeah, you're going to get robbed, and I hope you do.
Facts. Dude, there's times I don't even have $20 on me.
Yeah.
And that's just because I never carry money.
Right.
But like, if I do get money, like I sold some DJ gear the other day. I sold it for like $500. I left here and went right to the bank to deposit it because I was like, I don't want this much money on me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
about that too.
Like what? Like Christmas time. Like if I go like to my family's house and I get a bunch of cards, it's not a lot of money, but I don't want to have all that cash on me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What are you doing?
Yeah, the only woman I need in my life is Debbie.
Your goddamn debit card. Oh my god. But no, it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why would you have that much money? And why is it just in a backpack?
It just looks trashy. You look like a trashy person.
You know what else is funny? Like, forget all that other stuff. When the Instagram video stops, who picks it up?
Oh. That's really funny to think about, yeah. I just imagine them with like a dustpan, just like dutifully like, oh my.
But here's the thing: there are certain people that like I want to see them be throwing money. Like
Right.
I want to see Gucci Mane like throwing money. I want to see his goddamn chains on. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to see Little John with a chain bigger than his head. You know what I mean? But some of these guys are just, I don't know.
Let's name names.
I mean, you can if
Let's
you
take
want.
shots. Nah, I'm good.
Okay. The thing is, I don't want to do it. People go, "Oh, you're a bitch. You didn't call them out." I don't need them on my podcast.
Yeah.
I don't need them getting any clout.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth it. There is a balance though. That's the thing. Like I was saying, me and my friend Vinny, we talk about this a lot, but the goal is just, I mean, obviously, but to just be as authentic as possible and just not be a cornball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it's one thing if that's who you really are and that's what you want to do. Like, I don't think Kodak Black is putting on an act.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's from Florida, so obviously that's him. Every one of his teeth are going to be gold.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And every car is going to be on 25-inch rims.
Right.
It's a Florida thing to do. But what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. But like I said on the last one, like part of me wants to live in a big ass mansion and part of me wants to live in a van.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just feel like
Park the van in the mansion. There you go.
That's the solution. You get the van, then you park it in the mansion.
Yeah.
Right in the driveway.
The vansion, if you will.
Dude, why is Yo, you're onto something there. Why is nobody ever
You should buy a Winnebago.
Wait a minute. I follow not a lot, maybe like 5 or 6 people who live in either vans or RVs full time. Why has no one ever called it a vansion? Like I might cut this out because that's so clever. I want to trademark it.
Right.
A vansion. You're onto something there.
You owe me a 50% profit off of whatever you make.
I'm going to leave it in there because I don't feel like splitting shit with you. I hope someone steals it and they make $1 billion off it. You don't get shit.
Right.
I hope somebody takes Vantion, trademarks it, and then makes videos of them in a van throwing money and tags you in every video and doesn't clean it up. But think about that. They're in the airport. Even if it's not the rapper who has to clean it up, right? Like, one of their friends has to be like, let me get that. You know what I mean? Like,
unless they're just really generous and they're like, I'm giving it to the masses.
But then here's the thing. Like, the airport one, like the one I'm referencing specifically, like, he wasn't making a big mess with it. It was maybe like a 3-foot circle of money. So if he did leave it there, like, I mean, there are some people who would walk up and just pick
I
some.
fucking absolutely would. Are you kidding me?
But if it's not like spread out, that's just kind of awkward. Like, you just walk up to this pile.
I'm not above it. If anything, I'm not above it, and I'm. It's not beneath me.
No? You're all for it?
Yeah, I would fucking get on my all fours and fucking. If I have to lick it up, I'll do it.
So what are your plans tonight? You're going out to a club?
Yeah.
Like an actual nightclub, not a bar?
I think an actual nightclub, yeah.
Good
Which
luck.
I don't want to do. I don't
You're
wanna
not a nightclub
waste
guy.
The money on that. Here's the thing. What's the difference between a club and going bar hopping on College Ave at Rutgers? It's the same thing. You're packed in like fucking sardines.
Yeah,
the
but a
music
club
is
is for
like 30 decibels too loud.
A club though. See, there's only, like, that I know of. I haven't really been over there in a while, but that I know of, there's like 2 like bigger, higher end clubs there. I feel like all the bars like are just kind of like, you know what I mean? But like the clubs there,
Are they nice?
if you're going to one of the 2 that I'm thinking about, yeah.
Is there a cover charge?
Yes.
Lot?
For guys, probably 20, 25.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
I'm not naming them because I don't want to. I can't think of the names.
Right. If she wants to go to the club, we can all go to the strip club. I'm down with that.
Is there a
But,
cover charge there?
Yeah, and I think it is like $20. But like, what I'm saying
you're
is,
paying for something though.
yeah, I might. If I'm paying for something, I better get some titties in my face. Is all I'm saying. I better get some bosoms in my face. I'm trying to appeal to our British fans again.
Dude, that's the biggest. You know, that's where nobody complains about sexism. Is nightclubs. You know,
Right.
girls get in free sometimes till 11, sometimes till 12, sometimes all night.
Right.
And guys are out here paying $20, $30, $50
Yeah.
to get into a club.
Yeah.
You know, dude, there's clubs in New York where you have to be like 26 as a guy to get in, but girls like 21 can get in.
Why?
They don't want young, because we're fucking idiots. They don't want them
Right.
in their clubs.
Uh-huh.
Not that 21-year-old girls aren't idiots too,
Uh-huh.
but
They're less destructive idiots.
yeah.
They're not.
They're
gonna
just packing
fight
out the
somebody.
bathrooms, taking selfies and shit.
Yeah.
They're not, you know. Let me ask you this: if you're in a, not even a nightclub, but if you're in a dirty public bathroom,
Uh-huh.
how much do you care about keeping it clean, like from your use?
I won't.
Do you know what I'm asking? Like, do you get what I'm saying?
I think so.
Like if
I'm
I've
not
been-
gonna go out of my way to dirty it up.
Oh, okay.
You know. What do you intentionally make the place dirty? You fucking scumbag.
The thing is, like, I've been in like some clubs where like it's like towards the end of the night and the bathroom is just disgusting.
Uh-huh.
So like, if I start pissing on the floor, I don't care. I just really don't care.
That's disgusting.
But I feel like this was a pretty relaxed podcast today.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
It was a nice one.
Yeah.
Are you going to be on time on Monday?
Oh, I don't know. Are you going to be?
Yes.
Because I've been on time.
You complain every time. I'm like, we have to do one at 10:30. 10:30 so
Because it's
early.
every fucking week he'll message me like, hey, you want to record the podcast at 3 next Tuesday? And I'm like, okay, sounds good.
No, that's not what I'm talking
Come
about.
Tuesday morning. I'm so sorry, 3:30. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, 4 o'clock. Okay.
I only did that today because I wanted to
Do you
take
even
a
want to
nap.
record today? I'm honestly so tired. If you're a minute late, I'm going home. Like, he does this every fucking
Because here's
week.
the deal. If I'm late, I'm about 5 to 10 minutes late.
Same.
No. No. If you're late, you're a good 20-25.
No, that's not my average.
We went to a comedy show. I swear to God, I was outside your house in the car. I had to turn the car off because I almost ran out of gas. That's how long I was waiting for you. I was out of gas. And I filled up before I came to your house. I was almost out of gas.
Right. Were you almost out of gas?
I was.
Oh, okay.
This is not even an exaggeration. You literally text me and you're like, I'll be right out. I have to walk my dog. You made me wait for you while you walked your dog.
My dog's got to get walked.
My dog's got to get walked. That's the name of this
She's
episode.
old. Yeah, my dog's got to get walked.
All right. Can we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
Wrap this bitch up.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening.
I hate that you do a voice. Like, you can't just keep your normal voice. Like, when I asked you to do the intro.
Yo, guys, thanks for listening.
You're still doing a voice. You're still playing a character.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you for listening to this episode. If you made it this far, I love you. Share this bitch. Rate, comment, subscribe. Do what you got to do.
And to the entire Republic of Moldova.
Shout out to you guys.
We're very sorry for insulting you.
Don't say we. I've been rocking with Moldova since day one.
Me too. Don't try to make it
You
sound
said
like
that they use wooden money. Why do you
It
keep
was a
looking over
joke.
your
I don't
shoulder?
even know if
Why do
they're.
you keep looking over your shoulder? What do you think? The
I want to
boogeyman's
see
out
how
there?
dark it is. That's all.
What do you mean you want to see how dark it is? It's as dark as it's going to get. It doesn't get darker after it gets dark. Where do you live, Alaska?
Whatever,
Shut
asshole.
up, bitch.
Whatever, asshole.
All right, anyway, again, thanks for listening. This is the Z-Listers podcast, and we got a special guest next time, so that's going to be fun.
Oh, that's right. The lovely
Tori Lava.
single.
She's not single.
Damn it.
She's in a she's in a loving relationship. She's not single. You trying to make a move on Tori?
No, I'm just wondering. Is like how stable is it?
Oh my God!
Look, I don't even know if she's a good person. I don't know if she's cute.
We're gonna.
I'm just joking here. You know.
Yeah, I don't think you are.
No, I'm not trying to get with Tori.
I think you are.
No, I'm not. Stop it.
All right, well.
I've got your mom to keep me busy.
Fuck you, dude.
You gonna delete that? Well, I might have to edit that out.
Fuck you.
In case my uncle hears.
Fuck
5'5".
you,
Yo,
dude.
my legs are definitely stronger than yours. You don't.
Why are you the one moving then, bitch? We just played footsies and I won. But
No, I didn't.
Anyway, if you liked what you heard, rate, comment, subscribe, like, share, comment. I said that already. Do what you got to do because not only are we trying to take over all of Moldova, but we want to get into Romania.
Yeah.
We want to get into Turkey.
I'm trying to see some vampires.
You know, I want to get to Transylvania, okay? You know, we're trying to go on the Z-Listers World Tour. Right now we have about 4 countries booked already.
Yeah.
I would love to go to South America, so maybe Brazil, step your game up.
We're gonna be starting a GoFundMe pretty soon to pay for me to update my passport.
Yeah, we're gonna once we get about 10 to 12 countries listening and we can actually plan this world tour, then we're gonna post a GoFundMe for Brady's passport fund.
Yeah,
and
also the travel fund. Let's be real.
Well, no, though, we're gonna be in such demand that they're just gonna pay us to come.
Right.
But
I'd love to get paid to come. I'm super good at it.
All right, that's it. I'm ending this podcast. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.